So My Melody faced a huge backlash for her mom's outdated, gender generalizing life advice, but I don't see any problems with it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just gonna quote this English article. A Japanese apparel lifestyle brand, Estimo, recently announced a Valentine's Day themed tie-up with Sanrio character My Melody. In addition to the bunny herself, the line also features supporting cast members of the franchise, including My Melody's mom, who appeared on Onegai My Melody anime from 2005. One of Mom's defining traits is her caustic wit, so as part of its special line of merchandise, Estimo was planning to release items with bits of real life advice written on them. And life advices were considered gender generalizing and outdated, so Estimo ended up having to cancel its sales. Isn't it so 2022, so diversity conscious? And in one of Japanese articles that I came across, following lines were introduced as gender generalizing and bad. A woman's enemy is always other women. Catching a man who lets one or two mistakes get to him is the biggest mistake. You shouldn't believe when a boy says, "I will make it someday," because it's a bullshit. What is most devastating for a man is when his self-esteem hurts. You can see why it's problematic, and I can see why a lot of people are mad about it, but to be honest, I stand. Every four of them is so true. They're literally the most important life advice I learned myself. A woman's enemy is always other women. Like, every person who gave me the hard time at work was always women. I mean, this is so true for me. Like, I know a lot of women have really bad cramps. I know I should be supportive for them, but still, you don't have to be a bitch just to me, right? Like, you know, I had this one female senpai at work, and she always has this bad cramps, and when a male colleague talks to her, like, "Hey, are you okay? You feeling not well?" She was like, or something. But when I talked to her, she was like, "Why do you have to be a bitch?" Whoever gave me the hard time for absolutely no reason were always women. Whoever is not happy at work for absolutely unreasonable reason were always women, in my experience though. So this is so true. This actually happened in my life multiple times. And this one, you know, you can be a man like this, but I wouldn't choose him as my partner. That's just my preference. And this one, you shouldn't believe when a boy says, "I will make it someday," because it's a bullshit. And it's mostly a bullshit because, you know, as a YouTuber, sometimes I tell people what I do for a living, and some man somehow got inspired and they just start to say something like, "I'm gonna be a huge YouTuber like yourself," or something completely out of blue. And I didn't tell them anything like, you know, "Oh, you should start a YouTube channel," or anything. I just talked what I do for a living, and they just got inspired for some reason and just say some bullshit like this: "Oh, I'm gonna make it there." And whenever that happens, I always ask them, "Where's your video? Where's your YouTube channel?" Even. Yeah, they're just full of bullshit. always. Whether it's actually bullshit really depends on the person, but I've never met anyone who became successful after they met me and got inspired and decided to be a YouTuber. So that is true for me as well. And this one too. I'm not sure if it applies to all men, but I've seen men like this, multiple of them. So this one's true for me as well. And when their self-esteem hurts, they're not gonna talk to you for, like, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours or even a couple of days. Just gonna say, I think this is so true for some men, and I've seen a couple of them. And the writer of this article says that many commenters on Twitter found this rude for men. And according to the research this writer had done, apparently those who were offended seemed like women, and she thinks that men could have raised their voice as men are generalized as well. But what if men are not as offended as women? Or maybe not at all? And aren't you generalizing those commenters though? Not trying to make a story here. I mean, gender generalizing or not, why does it matter? Why does it bother you if it doesn't apply to you? If it doesn't apply to you, there's no need to be mad. It's nothing to do with you. And even if it does apply to you, still, why mad? Because it's offensive? How? If you're offended, most likely you're ashamed of it. And if you're ashamed of some of your habits, why don't you just fix it? And if you're happy with it, then again, why mad? So ultimately, whether it applies to you or not, why make a fuss about it? Everybody's different. Everybody has different experiences. Some people have a worse experience with a certain group of people, and it's nothing you can deny, nor anything you get to be pissed at, even if it's something you're unfamiliar with. So you have no rights to question of their experience and the life advices they get from it. I mean, people sometimes overreact, you know. One time this female American YouTuber made a huge fuss about the color options you have at the girls section. She was like, why is everything in the girls section pink? Are you trying to make me wear pink because I'm a girl? What if I want to wear blue even if I'm a girl? Then why don't you just shop at boys section? It's simple as that. Nobody forces you to wear pink. Like, these people. Just stop making it all personal and mind your own business. People are so desperate to scream diversity when it comes to this gender shit, but how they react to whatever they don't approve makes me question about the diversity they try to convey. I mean, if you're diverse enough, why are you so mad about people having different tastes or opinions? Isn't diversity about accepting the difference? I think what they're trying to do is just forcing new standards, and if you force people to follow just one standard, what exactly changed from the era you got out of? Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about this whole thing. Yeah, what do you guys think about this whole political correctness going to extreme? Let me know in the comment down below. And if you like this video, please like and share. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye. 언니 가와이おいでこれにしよっかね